So, Sherry, you're the co-founder of Sorga.
Yes, correct.
Do you want to tell us what Sorga is all about?
So we thought that, post having worked in corporate sector and all that, we wanted to set up our own enterprise.
Right.
We chose a name that had that has a purpose
Wow.
and a meaning.
Talk about high standards.
I know, right? So
Sorga, right.
yeah. So achieving, something greater than ourselves,
right.
and really doing something that's meaningful for us and for the people we work with.
Very cool. So what attracted me to Sorga was actually, to be honest, wasn't Sorga itself, but it was GigX.
Sure.
I believe that's what we call it, right?
Yeah.
GigX. Now,
Yeah.
GigX is a platform for matchmaking people who wanted a
True.
certain kind of job with
Yeah.
a certain kind of talent and a certain kind of work. Right?
Yep.
But it's not the normal job street and so on and so forth.
Sure.
So what's different about GigX?
What we like to say in terms of the differentiation sort of factor of GigX is that we look at high value talent and work that is in bite size.
Right.
That means work that is in demand or on demand,
Right.
and talent that's available to do it. So it's not your regular job site and job
Cool.
posting.
Cool.
It's companies that have very specific needs for a short project, and they need this kind of talent to come in, do 3 months, and then move on. So the word gig is an American word
Yeah.
that comes from the music
Yeah.
industry.
Right.
So bands coming together and
Right.
then they do
And
this
doing
gig
a
and then they move on.
performance here and there.
Yeah.
Right,
Right. So
So-
that's plugging into the gig economy. Yeah. In Malaysia, it's called the informal economy.
Informal economy.
Yeah. So the informal economy, and we look at some data that's coming out from EPF, for example, because of course they are concerned about retirement savings and people in the workforce. In that study that was in 2017, they found that actually there's a larger number of people who are not saving but earning an income. So
Okay.
that's how we kind of define that. That's the group that is actively engaged in the economy,
Okay.
but not in full-time jobs.
Okay.
So in Malaysia, it's a growing number, but it's just not recognized in that way because they do freelancing work.
But you specifically pointed out high value
talent.
talent.
Yeah, so where the movement is coming from the very task base,
Right.
now a lot of very skilled and high value talent, they don't necessarily want to work for a company full time,
Right.
but they're very deep in their experience on a certain thing. And really, when you look at the demand side with companies also don't need this talent for full-time work as well. So they say, I got this project, I need this data scientist to come in and do 6 months of the analytics, set up the system for me, and I'm done.
And after that, I don't really have a role for this person to play.
Exactly.
Okay. The associates that we've got, I was sharing with you earlier,
Yeah.
some of them are the ex-CEO of banks, the
Sure.
ex-marketing directors
Yeah.
of multinationals and so on and so forth, who have retired because they had reached retirement age.
Yeah.
Who are still sharp as a pin,
Of course.
years of experience at a very senior level.
Yeah.
And it seems as though what we're doing is just letting them go.
Yeah.
So in our own small way, we said, you don't go anywhere. Some of them are
Sure.
friends and some of them are clients.
course.
So
Yeah,
don't go
yeah.
anywhere, stay with us
Yeah,
and
yeah.
download this experience.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I did struggle with finding these
them.
people. So is GigX where I would find these
Yes,
people?
please. Absolutely. Because then we really have a very solid database of this high value talent,
Right.
whether they're CEOs or they have a particular expertise.
Right.
And they are part of the GigX community.
Okay.
And companies or even individuals who have specific things and looking for that kind of talent
Right.
come on board and sort of
Right.
post their gigs or
Right.
their projects,
Right.
and the talent sign up for it.
Okay.
And we do a little bit of the curation because The talent are pretty senior in most cases. So they need a little bit more of the curation of the kind of projects that they would be interested in. Sometimes it's driven by passion and interest and what they are willing to do. So when we started this enterprise, we saw the data, we saw the trend, but obviously when you start something new and there's a lot of advocacy and you have to do a lot of outreach and education, we weren't sure where this was going to take us. We had a plan, we had a strategy, we knew there was a market, and we developed the tool. But by and large, when we start talking to people, everyone is very engaged. They are excited about it and they want to be part of it, especially coming from the talent themselves, because it is a choice that they make not to have full-time work. But they have the expertise that they do. So where do they go? The platform is an answer for them.